can you please state your name and where you're from?
My name's Tim Koehler. I'm from Weaverville, North Carolina.
Okay, so this is my dad, Tim. So I just want to ask you one question. Um, and it's A, B, C, and D. So we know more about the surface of Mars than blank percentage of our ocean. A, 5%, B, 25%, C, 50%, and D, 95%.
I would say we. I apologize. I don't really understand the question.
So we know more about the surface of Mars than blank percent of our ocean. So we know more about Mars than we do.
5%.
That's funny that you say that because that's not the answer. We know 95% more about the surface of Mars than our ocean.
Okay, that's okay. I misunderstood the question because that's exactly what I was going to think. So
Okay.
I
So
was
you
I meant,
flipped it.
yeah, I flipped it.
Okay.
I fit knew more about Mars than we did than our oceans.
Okay. Cool. So like why do you think that surprises you?
Actually, for me, it doesn't surprise me because I know that due to the depths of our oceans, that we don't have the technology yet, really, to get down to the deepest areas where there is no light whatsoever, and it's our oceans are so vast that we're uncertain of what's down there. Whereas we've sent Explorer modules, I know, to Mars, have gotten videos sent back and so forth. So that's why I kind of assumed we probably didn't know more about Mars because having gone to a couple places, we can statistically figure that pretty much covers the whole planet.
Cool. Um how deep do you think the ocean really is? Like
Uh,
if you had to give like an estimated guess,
uh,
like in
God,
feet.
20 miles?
How-
Wait, I'm thinking 100,000 feet.
Okay. Wow. That's like more than it actually is. It's 12,541 feet. That's like the average depth.
That's the average depth of the ocean.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like some of the deepest areas. Wow, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Um
still deep.
what?
That's still deep.
Yeah, it's pretty deep. Um let's see what's um um do you think I have another question. Which is greater in number? A, the number of sand grains on Earth. B, the number of stars in the sky. C, water molecules in 10 drops of water. And then D is A and C, or E is B and C.
B and C.
Yeah, that's right. So it's the number of sand grains on Earth and the number of 10 water molecules in 10 drops. So they're both the greatest, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that is.
It's interesting.
How many? I wonder how. Do you know how many molecules there are in 10 drops of water?
You know, I'm not really sure. We didn't discuss that in class. Um,
Obviously, an awful lot.
yeah. So, but we did talk about the water cycle and the amounts transferred, like per year, I guess, of water, um, are in like the thousands of kilometers.
Wow.
Yeah. So, pretty cool stuff. Um, um, do you mind if we talk about climate change for a minute?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So what do you know like right now about climate change?
I know that it's a pretty much an international controversy on whether it actually exists or
Mm-hmm.
not. Um, and it's a pretty active controversy that came up in our recent election, even.
Okay, cool. Do you mind talking about it a little bit?
Sure. I've got my opinions like everybody else, I guess.
Okay, so what are some of those?
Well, I've read data on both. Data from scientists that show that there is climate change, and I've also read data from scientists who have shown historically over hundreds of years that these cyclical changes of temperatures rising, temperatures falling, ice caps expanding and reducing has been a cyclical change in the earth for a very long time. And what people are trying to point out now that is, climate change, temperatures are rising, etc. There is some data out there that shows that cyclically that's happened over the life of Earth. Um, so I think from that standpoint, I think it's hard to understand, but I personally feel that we have a moral obligation as humans to take care of our planet and to minimize, regardless of whether it's creating climate change or not. We've got to, we need to clean up our act in emissions and pollution creation and monitor and managing our rainforest and our natural resources.
Okay, cool. Um, well, thank you for your time. It's been nice talking to you.
Good talking to you too. Glad to be of help.
Thank you.